Las palabras pueden quipear a un peleador, pero Abdullah Mason entrega donde cuenta. Él se desliza alrededor del ring como el Floyd Mayweather en su prime. Sin embargo, carga los instintos de un finalizador experimentado que puede terminar una pelea en un instante. Con solo 21 años, está enseñándole a su competencia una masterclass en boxeo. Este joven chico ya está siendo comparado con Gervonta Davis, pero ¿puede estar a la altura de las comparaciones? Y brillará bajo las luces más brillantes y las apuestas más grandes. La división de peso ligero mejor que preste atención, porque el futuro del boxeo ya está entrando al ring y su nombre es Abdullah Mason, Luis Fernández. En julio de 2022, Abdullah Mason enfrentó a Luis Fernández en su tercer viaje profesional. En ese punto, todavía estaba siendo introducido a audiencias más amplias. No era una pelea por título y tampoco estaba destinada a robarse el show, pero era un combate de desarrollo importante, diseñado para ver cómo Mason manejaba rounds, presión y expectativas. Luis Fernández no era un oponente inflado ni un prospecto invicto. Era lo suficientemente decente para probar a un joven prospecto, pero el chico realmente estaba listo.
What should we expect from him this evening?
Okay, the same thing. The same thing you've seen early on in his career. This kid is fantastic. And it's all control. Everything's about control. I didn't like that leaping hook right there, but I do like that straight left hand. Look at that.
And there it is. Why did you like it? Because it is damaging.
Trying to tell you. Look at the first knockdown right here. Look at the nice little pool right there. Straight left hand right down the middle. This is a young man that understands distance. See, he's not crowding himself. He's allowing himself to be able to extend.
I mean, he can do damage with one shot, and when he puts them together, Tim, next level stuff.
Yeah, but you hear all these people, oh, he's not fighting anybody, he's not fighting anybody. Okay, I understand that, but it's how you get rid of these guys that you're not fighting. No doubt, but when you can do it at this level, against this type of competition, oh my goodness.
And the right that starts the combination now for Mason, who has the angles, who studies the greats in the sport, and that's a knockdown. Not sure his glove touched, but he was hurt enough.
No, he was hurt bad enough. With his left hand. Another extension. You see right here, Mason stepping in. He sees the counter right away.
Ángel Fernández, he's part of AOA Gym Abundant Outreach Association, helps at youth risk with discipline through boxing, and right now he's gonna have to bite down hard to survive round one. That body shot hurt Fernandez, and that's where Mason becomes so dangerous. Once he hurts you downstairs, he tries to finish you upstairs. And Fernandez showing a ton of heart here. Maybe too much for his own
framework. The referee needs to go ahead and stop it. Honestly.
Hey, but Fernandez is throwing.
I don't care how much he's throwing right now. If I'm in his corner right now, I'm stepping in and stopping, and we going home.
Yeah, Mason is stepping into his punches right now. That left is very strong. He's done a lot of damage with it to the head and to the body in just the first 2 minutes of this fight. Oh, and there you see how precise he is. Sets up a right uppercut, follows it up with the left.
Go down there and test that body. Look at that uppercut off the jab. You don't see that often, honestly.
Each shot is vicious. He's got bad intentions, but he's under control. But this fight has to be over. And finally, Steve Nelson, just before the bell rings, steps in for the Abdullah Mason technical knockout at the end of round one.
Where's the corner at, man? But that shot, definitely, he was hurt. And this is the end of the fight. This is just target practice right here. The referee steps in, saw enough. It's all good. I just, I feel for Fernandez because these shots right here were unnecessary, honestly.
En menos de 3 rounds, Mason probó que estaba en una liga propia y estaba construido para actuaciones y noches especiales, como la que estás a punto de ver. Ángel Rebollar, El 27 de agosto de 2022, el entonces de 17 años, Abdullah Mason dio otro paso en la escalera, en la cartelera preliminar de Pedraza vs. Comey en Tulsa, Oklahoma, enfrentando a Angel Sharky Rebollar, un duro peso ligero californiano con un récord profesional de 5-0 y experiencia real en el ring que lo hacía más que solo otro nombre debutante en la hoja de Mason. Rebollar había comenzado su carrera profesional en julio de 2021 y ya tenía un puñado de victorias, incluyendo decisiones y un par de detenciones. Para Mason, esto todavía era temprano en su línea de tiempo profesional, pero ¿era demasiado temprano?
And he knows that a win tonight can change his life.
Of course, these are big opportunities, and a lot of times young fighters, like this young man.
Knockdown over here.
First
2,
knockdown.
3,
Wow.
4.
That was fast.
5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your gloves. You ready?
Right on the yard, yeah. He's game. But check this out. There's a cupping. That wasn't a knockdown at all. That was a cupping blow right there behind the head. As you can see,
You have
Abdullah
yours? Okay.
pushing his head down.
Bad start for Rebollar, as Mason, once again, showing his skill. Everything behind the jab and a good defense. As Rebollar tries to close the gap.
Abdullah, he's doing the right thing.
Yeah. Nice left from Mason, and a short right hand as well.
Get
As
your hands
Rebollar
free,
is
guys.
wild. Oh, nice right uppercut from Mason. Set that up perfectly.
But look at this uppercut right here.
Much
Got his
easier.
head off the line right there. Just a matter of time. This fight's just started, but to me, it's almost over.
Abdullah Mason, at this stage of his career, in his fourth professional fight, things just slowed down for him. But Rebollar is in his face.
Break, don't
He's
punch.
as tough as they come.
Abdullah is definitely tough. He's game. See, Abdullah, what I like about what he's doing is he's taking one, maybe two to get one. And sometimes you have to do that. Bernardo. Oh,
Nice
that right
body
hand to the
shot.
body. Oh, my goodness. Left hand to the body. Oh,
And a straight left.
my goodness.
Rebollar has no answer for that left hand of Abdullah
Stop, don't
Mason.
punch.
Even though it was a cupping shot, let's see how Rebollar adjusts, because he's found no answer to the left hand of Abdullah Mason. Nice right uppercut there from Rebollar getting inside.
He's fighting on all cylinders. He needs to slow the pace down a bit because you don't want to get caught in between those shots.
Get off him.
He has nothing to lose.
Nope.
Nice body shot from Mason, and then follows it up with a right hand. But there's Rebollar, like you said, willing to take one or two in order to be able to land a shot.
Abdullah is no joke, man.
Yeah,
he's here to fight. He is definitely here to fight. And he's fighting like an undefeated fighter.
We knew it was going to be a test for Abdullah Mason. You can see the class, and now Mason bleeding from his nose.
Yeah. It's all about the second and third opportunities for Abdullah. That's what it's about.
Rebollar continues to work the body of Abdullah Mason. All right, so we spoke about Abdullah Mason being on Timothy Bradley's top 5
Don't punch.
double
Step back.
stamp prospects, and here they are, Tim.
And the right hook.
Well, you'll recall that, according to his father Valiant, that was the plan. He said, we're going to have an aggressive fighter coming at us. How do you get him off you? You
Stop,
start
don't
everything
punch.
behind the
It's
jab.
okay.
That's what you're supposed to do. Get it back.
Ooh, short right there from Abdullah Mason. And there's that left. Oh, but a nice right from Rebollar. I'm telling you, he's game. He's in this fight. You've got Abdullah so used to going downstairs from Rebollar, and all of a
Hands-free,
sudden
guys.
gets clipped with
Watch
the
your
left,
hands.
and there's that uppercut from Rebollar.
Yeah, Abdullah's not going to the body enough.
That's a nice left from Abdullah Mason, though.
Just got a text message from Steve Kim. He said Abdullah needs to keep his chin down. He said it's too exposed, and he's right.
Questionable knockdown in that first round may end up being the difference in this fight, Tim. Mason taking some body shots, but then he lands leather to the chin. mean, Tim, we're talking about strength.
Knocked
Mouthpiece
mouthpiece
came
out.
flying out once again with a left from Mason. That's been his money punch.
See, but the referee hasn't stopped it because Abdullah. Okay, there's a low in the action right there. Okay.
I went to work today. Abdullah Mason gonna go say, all right, I went to work today.
Oh, he definitely went to work today. And he gonna go to work in the gym too.
Rebollar probó ser una galleta dura de romper, pero aún estaba a niveles por debajo de Mason en términos de habilidades y talento, y terminaría perdiendo por decisión. Ángel Barrera. Unos meses después, Abdullah Mason entró al ring en el Hulu Theater, en Madison Square Garden, en la ciudad de Nueva York, en la cartelera preliminar de Lomachenko vs. Ortiz, enfrentando a Ángel Barrera, un boxeador estadounidense de 22 años con un récord de 4-0. Barrera representaba el tipo de desafío hambriento que podía exponer los errores que los prospectos cometen cuando subestiman la tenacidad sobre el pedigrí. Pero Mason no es alguien que comete errores seguido, y se notó.
Tim Bradley and Christina Poncher taking you through this one. Abdullah Mason is on your list of double stamp prospects. Tell the people why.
Skill set. Good defense. He's physically strong. Technically sound. Psychologically, this young man, I mean, when I talk to him in the fighter meetings, he sounds like he has it all together.
I got a heads up on Abdullah Mason from Shakur Stevenson, who told me, Christina, and that's a good left hand right there, and a good uppercut from Mason. You got to watch out for this kid. Turned pro at 17, top rank, signed him, and he said he gave me some great work in sparring. He's up next. Barrera had some good sparring to prepare for this fight. Sparred with Gio Cabrera, Joshua Greer.
Watch your heads, watch your
Resides in Chicago, had a 5-week camp, and feels really good about taking on Abdullah Mason because he knows he has the, even though 4 fights to 4 fights, he has more experience in the ring, gone a full 8 rounds in his last fight, but Abdullah Mason lands a sneaky right hand there.
From Abdullah Mason, see the half a step back right there. You see the eyes of the young man on the target.
A little bit of blood coming out from the nose of Barrera. Beautiful counter there with the left hand after the stab jab from Barrera.
See, that's what I like, that stab jab.
Good body work there from Barrera as well.
Look, I just try to help the young fighters out there, you know. I mean, I critique you because I've been in there and I know what it takes. These young men, they have a lot more skill than I had when I was up, but I just had a lot of will and I had a high ring IQ. But that's the reason why I'm able to kind of dissect these young fighters and help them out, Christina. That's it.
So what would you say if you were in the Barrera corner, what he can do right now against Mason?
He needs to slow it down.
Gets a slight warning to keep his punches up, but he has gone to the body and seems to work well. And good counter shot. And again, I mean, they're both getting good, clean shots in. It's just Mason's getting in a little bit more of them.
Well, Mason's landing the cleaner punches. That's a beautiful jab right there. Nice, stiff jab. Nice.
Nice
Look at
dig with that right hand and finished with that counter left up top.
See, now you're seeing Mason on the attack. Good feint. Oh, my goodness.
The first 6-rounder for Abdullah Mason and his first fight in New York City, which he was really excited about when I talked to him earlier as well. The concrete jungle where dreams are made of, Tim.
Hand speed and power. Great accuracy as well. Young man, you see the little framework right there, a little push off just to get a little distance to be able to extend with this shot.
Sense that their fighter's in full control.
Yeah.
Oh, nice right hand, though, and the glove did touch the canvas for a second of Abdullah Mason.
Yes, it did.
And he got caught with a shot there, Tim.
But the thing is that the referee didn't see the glove touch the canvas.
He didn't see it, but his glove...
maybe he did.
Yep, his glove absolutely did touch the canvas. We'll have to get another look at that.
I understand this is happening in real speed.
I caught it.
Yeah, you did catch it. Absolutely.
But we're at a different angle than the referee is.
All that offense from Mason right now.
Oh, and that one puts down Barrera.
My goodness.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch me, Angel. Good, good. Couple steps to the side.
Everything was all established off that solid jab right there, but beautiful, nice little swivel jab right there, straight left hand right down the middle. No, like I told you in the beginning.
He's ready to go, but just under a minute here in round 3. Can Abdullah Mason finish the show? Big body shot there with the right hand too, back up top with the left. Good counter shot. That one puts him down again for the second time here in round 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Watch me, my man. Take 3 steps to the left. Okay. One last shot.
Straight shot, beat a wide shot 9 times out of 10, depending on what angle you're on now. Barrera's doing the right thing. He's using his legs now to buy himself some time to clear his head.
Barrera just trying to get to that bell and get back to his corner.
That's right. So he can recover.
Mason pouring it on. At least Barrera answers there. He throws him down. Let's see. I don't think a knockdown. Contrary to what we and everybody else just heard, they're going to let Angel Barrera continue, and I think that they should give him another chance. He said he's okay. He wants to go. We'll see what we see here. You know, Barrera's, you're a fighter, Tim. You know he's going to want to fight this out.
And look, he ain't won around. He ain't won around. The referee better save his life.
And there it is. He stepped in, stopped the fight, had seen enough.
Look, he's given an opportunity to fight another day. That's what it's all about.
Well, and he told him right there, I gave you another chance.
I just think this was unnecessary. I think that they should have stopped the fight a round before, you know, but the ref and the doc decided to give him a chance.
En solo 3 rounds, Mason entregó una declaración de brutalidad y control que no dejó dudas sobre quién venía por los grandes nombres después. Eric García Benítez. El 1 de abril de 2023. Abdullah Mason abrió su camino a otro highlight en la cartelera secundaria de Ramírez vs Dogboe cuando se encontró con Eric Idaho García Benítez, un rudo peso ligero mexicano de Guadalajara con reputación de ser extremadamente duro. Esta fue la 7ª pelea profesional de Mason y otro punto de control temprano en su rápido ascenso, donde la prueba real no era sobre su poder, sino sobre detener a alguien que tenía una barbilla de granito.
He doesn't even need to fight. He loves to fight. And that's why Eric Garcia Benítez is in the ring tonight against a top prospect like Abdullah Mason. He's a brawler who will just come forward.
Bro, he leaned in right there, lunged forward, and threw a looping left hand to the chest of Mason.
As we would say when we were kids, he socked him in the chest.
Shocked him in the chest. Stop his heart from beating. Like, Pops, chill out, man. I ain't trying to hurt nobody like that.
Mason's trying to hurt him with the left, and then he lands a right hand. And it looked like it should have been a knockdown, a flash knockdown.
He probably could have got a knockdown, but referee judgment in real time for me. You know, I'm looking for technical skill. And what technical skill means is how well he throws his punches. It also means how well he moves in each direction. And plus, it means how well he defends against punches.
Oh, counter right hand. That's the best way to defend against that. The fight is over as referee Mark Nelson calls an end to this fight. What an impressive counter shot. Just put the bat out there, and this is what happened.
That's all he did. I mean, quick little half step back, boom. Right there, you saw the opening. You saw Benitez shooting the right hand. You know, he's doing what he's supposed to do, throwing the right hand, but he came out too wide. Dropped this the opposite hand. Exposed himself and got hit with a beautiful short counter. Look at this. Whoop. Wow. That's called a check hook. Just checking his temperature right there. Checking to see if he got his hands at home. And his hands weren't at home. His chin was at home.
That's called buenas noches.
En solo medio round, Mason no dejó dudas de que su agresión estaba respaldada por precisión y que incluso en una etapa joven de su carrera, no solo estaba ganando, estaba haciendo declaraciones sobre el tipo de peleador en el que se estaba convirtiendo. Desmond Lyons. El 20 de mayo de 2023, Abdullah Mason dio otro paso significativo en su joven carrera cuando enfrentó a Desmond Lyons, un sólido peso ligero estadounidense con un récord profesional de 10-3 y reputación como un peleador resistente, capaz de mantenerse en peleas duras. Mason ahora estaba construyendo hype real como uno de los prospectos revelación del boxeo, pero aún estaba en la fase de su ascenso, donde estas eran las noches que definían si la promesa se convertía en impulso imparable, y Lions estaba ahí para arruinar el hype. ¿Realmente podía hacerlo?
Activity is so key for a young fighter, and we just saw him less than 20 days ago, April 1st in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
If he stays on track, this is just the beginning. You already passes the eye test. See that right hook right there that ended his last fight.
When we see El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas in this card, there's that left.
Straight left.
It's just crisp, clean, nothing extra coming from Mason.
No wasted movements. And he's going to need that as the rounds increase and the competition gets stiffer. Good shot right there.
Desmond Lyons had over 100 amateur fights, so he knows what he's doing in there. But he's just in against a talented fighter. The angles that Mason has shown here.
In that corner, Mason just threw 4 different left hands, straight, over, under, around, and Lyons didn't have a chance to even blink before he got hit with those 4 shots.
We talk about punch variety, Dre. You just mentioned it in one series. What guys tend to do over one round, if possible.
The mistake Lyons is making is he's hesitant. He wants to go forward, but he's forgetting his jab. The jab will at least help him. He tried it right there to get in without getting cracked with that straight left hand from Mason. Sometimes you got to do what you feel like doing. Good shot right there. That was the opposite hand. Life's going to continue to happen during your career. As life happens, it can change you for the better or for the worse. We'll see how it's changed Lomachenko tonight. Good shot right there from Lyons.
You hear Valiant Mason, Abdullah's father, who also trains his 4 brothers. You got to push him back.
Let him go. Let him go.
You see the strength.
I got it.
Well, that'll be a conversation we're going to have all night long, especially in tonight's main event, about how quickly the referee, Harvey Dock, breaks Vasily Lomachenko and Devin Haney.
I hope we're really not talking about the referee much tonight. I hope we announce who he is at the outset, and then I hope we don't say anything else about the referee except at the end that he's done a great job.
You're so optimistic sometimes, Dre.
I'm trying. I mean, I'm trying. I know it's boxing, and I know we've had controversy, most commissions and even Nevada, but man, I'm trying. This fight is too good of a fight to be marred by anything controversial from a ref or a judge.
And there's so many layers to the fight as Mason connects a solid left hand, and you see the left eye of Lyons now showing some irritation. Nice left hook, a step back, left uppercut from Mason.
Poise, professionalism, and an experience that is far beyond the few fights that he has. Good shot right there. Punch selection, punch arsenal. It's a lot going on. It's a tough task for Lyons. It's tough.
It's going to be tough for anybody who steps in the ring with this young man, especially because he's only 19 years old, just turned 19 actually, and just the development that we've seen in him, Dre, the poise. Even though he's been shaken once or twice in his young career,
it's professional boxing.
It's made him better.
I want to see my young guy on the way up get tested enough to know that he's been hit with a good shot. He's recovered, and he's ready for the next phase and the next step up.
That seems to be the progression we're seeing in Abdullah Mason. Last fight he was fighting during Ramadan, and this time he's at completely full strength and looking that way against a very determined Desmond Lyons out of North Augusta, South Carolina. From Junto Nakatani, the lanky southpaw Japanese fighter who has been with Rudy Hernandez since age 15. And
he doesn't want to take that chance and take that risk. You don't just have to stand there and go punch for punch, give 2 to take 1 in order to intimidate the other guy. Ooh. Shots like that, when you can't get yours back, will intimidate fighters and make them afraid to throw.
Well, yeah, because at this point for Lyons, it's pick your poison. How does he avoid that vaunted left hand of Mason when that right hand is just as quick and lightning powerful?
So he's trying. He's a fighter. You know, he's courageous for being in there. He's going to give it a shot, but he knows already in this 3rd round that I can't win this fight unless I land a big shot.
Let him out. Let him out. You're holding.
Reminds me of that Tang I used to drink when I was a kid. Nice body shot there from Mason to the solar plexus.
I mean, you come in there wearing what he's got on, you better fight like he's, ooh, good shot right there, straight to the solar plex.
The feint, he gets caught there by a nice shot from Lyons because he's a fighter himself. Ooh, that jab is just punishing Lyons.
Watch down. Watch that shoulder.
He just dealing with a lot. He's got a lot in front of him.
Before that, we have another undercard fight that starts at on ESPN. Nice uppercut there.
But Lyons is trying. He landed some shots. He's still in the smoke, and even though he's battling with himself about what he can actually pull off in this ring tonight.
There's a body shot from Abdullah Mason, who was listening to his father, Valiant, who was saying, dip it downstairs.
Well, he did that, and it landed clean on the solar plex of Lyons, and he's had a lot of body shots, straight shots, uppers like you just saw right there, punch for punch. He's just behind the 8-ball right now.
Ooh, there's that straight left from Abdullah Mason. Excellent from outside range and controlling distance as the pace slows.
And Lyons says, I'm not going to argue with you, brother.
Yeah.
Give me, I'm going to take this break and recover.
Oh, nice counter right there from Lyons.
Good shot from both guys. Good exchange from both fighters in that moment.
They both got a little breath, a second win, and said, let's get at it. Four rounds in the books here on ESPN+. Oscar Valdez against Adam Lopez, the rematch. And when Adam Lopez is behind that stick, he's a different fighter.
He's a different fighter, but he's got to show improvement because Adam Lopez oftentimes, good shot right there from Mason, will often throw a mindless jab. Good shot right there. I felt that body shot from Abdullah Mason.
The legs of Lyons felt that.
But you got to give Lyons credit. He could have easily packed it in. He could have easily tried to find a way out.
Dre just going to mention something out there. Chantel Cameron has upset Katie Taylor by majority decision to take those undisputed super lightweight world title. One of the top pound-for-pound women in the world alongside Claressa Shields.
Congrats to her for that. Katie Taylor is a great, great fighter.
Nice left to the body from Abdullah Mason, trying to set up Lyons for a finish shot.
Short shots underneath and around. Let's try to get this fight over with and go home.
Just the feints. You see the reaction from Lyons that he gets.
One of the areas that Mason is still green that he'll develop up the road. But when it's a soft, quick shot and then a hard shot, then you sneak the big one in.
And he snuck that right hook to the body, did Abdullah Mason.
Right now, just out on display. He'll learn all that stuff as he goes, but right now he doesn't really need it. Kicking the door down forcefully, his youth allows him to do it.
And you know what?
Good shot right there.
Oh, that one hurt Lyons as he went backwards towards the ropes, and this is not where you want to be against Abdullah Mason. There's that body to the right once again. A right uppercut from Abdullah Mason. Nice finish here. ESPN Plus pay-per-view, so we hope you'll join us. We're moving over to ESPN after 2 more fights here, and then we'll have our ESPN Plus pay-per-view. But for now, Abdullah Mason showing everything in his arsenal, Dre.
Yeah, I think he's going exclusively to the body. He's looking for that stoppage. He does not want this to go to distance. He got it.
And there it is. 2.5 minutes left. It was round number 6. It was a punishing performance, and when Abdullah Mason made up his mind that this fight was going to end, Dre, that bad boy came out in him. There's still room to improve as we see how this fight ends.
Yeah, he's still very young, and he only knows what he knows to this point. But you see the potential, you see everything that's on display right now, but you can also see in the future and see what's going to be up the road.
Oh, my goodness, that right hook that Lyons doesn't even see because the jab closed his eye.
Esta fue la pelea más larga de la carrera de Mason, pero con presión sostenida. Trabajo preciso de zurdo y una acumulación brutal de golpes, finalmente forzó la detención y se llevó su victoria por TK o más impresionante hasta ahora. Con cada pelea, Mason estaba cumpliendo su hype de niño prodigio y ahora estaba a solo unas pocas peleas de entrar a las grandes ligas. Alex de Oliveira. En el verano de 2023, Abdullah Mason dio un gran paso temprano en su ascenso profesional, cuando chocó con Alex de Oliveira, un veterano brasileño con un récord de 25 y 14 knockouts en su carrera. Esta fue la prueba más dura de Mason hasta ese momento, y después de 6 rounds agotadores contra Desmond Lyons, muchos esperaban que alcanzara su punto de quiebre. Pero el mundo estaba a punto de presenciar lo ridículamente brutal que Mason podía ser.
Good right hook from Mason.
Looking to pick up the tempo a bit, getting caught on the inside. Things are not happening on the outside.
That's the problem. Everything is moving so fast.
We talked about the fact that the arsenal of Abdullah Mason is there, but it's how he uses it that makes him different.
Look for that right hook from Mason.
Oh, nice lead. Oh, left. That one wobbles Oliveira. He's in bad shape, and Abdullah Mason tripling up on the left hook as Oliveira goes down for the count. Abdullah Mason earning his 5th consecutive knockout, 9 victories, 8 of those before the final bell.
The second round, it was time to eat. He saw all the openings like that right there, straight left. You see your opponent do a funny dance like that. All you got to do is step in and let the shots go. And each and every one of those shots landed flush. And Oliveira had no answers from the start, but when he got hurt, it was just a matter of time. And Mason did what he had to do. He closed the show. He gave his Ohio fans, these Toledo fans, and everybody that came from Cleveland and the surrounding area what they came to see.
Another highlight reel for the young man.
That last shot, though, came when Oliveira was down. He's got to be careful with that stuff.
It was against the ropes. Referee wasn't close enough to stop the action. He's just going through the motions right there, man.
En menos de 2 rounds, Mason entregó un final despiadado que silenció cualquier duda sobre si el joven zurdo podía manejar momentos de presión. César Villarraga. Solo un mes después de decapitar a Alex de Oliveira, Mason enfrentó a César Villarraga, un veterano colombiano con un récord de 17, pero años de experiencia profesional en el boxeo. Villarraga no era un contendiente al título, pero su experiencia y juego de pies curtido lo hacían una vara de medición legítima para el joven prospecto que ya había mostrado poder de instintos finalizadores en peleas anteriores. En esa etapa de su carrera, la pregunta no era si Mason podía abrumar a oponentes inferiores. Ya lo había hecho. La pregunta era si podía mantener disciplina, ajustar a mitad de pelea y boxear mejor que un operador astuto a la distancia. Y lo respondió con puntos máximos de estilo.
Those were his first 2 fights of 2023, fighting for the 3rd time in a developing young fighter like Abdullah Mason. Activity and improvement, and he hasn't failed yet.
Yeah, activity is important for a fighter. It's like, you know, it's like produce in the store. Think about it that way. It's like if you let some bread sit on the counter too long, it's going to get moldy. You let some
18 years old.
You know, that's hard to believe. I'm not going to lie. That's really hard to believe when you watch him in the way he controls the ring and dominates the center of the ring and just his reflexes.
Nice body work from Abdullah Mason.
Is reactive. That's what he is. That's the word I was looking for. He's reactive. You know, he's a dangerous fighter. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not saying he's scared. What I'm saying is he's just reactive, like he's almost scared. You know, he's making sure that he's protecting himself. When Mason lets some offense off, he's making sure to punch back just so he can bag him off.
So fighter landing nice
right
counter shots. Villarraga with the rights and Abdullah with the lefts.
Iron his work for just a brief moment, and he's not clearing the distance where you have Villarraga that's just letting his hands fly from position, and he's catching. He's catching. See, that's what I'm.
Nice body work from Mason with the left. We were talking about
mid-range to inside. He's dangerous. He has short arms and he's compact, and he doesn't load up his shots. They just come right from position and they're heavy punches.
But Villarraga just landed a nice looping overhand left. Oh, nice uppercut from Abdullah Mason, and he shook Villarraga. Now he's going down to the body. Nice left from Mason. He set it up perfectly off of a blinding jab.
That body shot. Now, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Now, those are precise shots right there from Mason. Nice setup. Get around the elbow of Villarraga to land that body shot.
Now he's making Villarraga miss with a right.
Great move, but it can be a dangerous one, too, if you don't do it at the right time, one. Also, quite often, it's Jared Anderson.
We saw him get caught by Charles Martin last time out. Low on the belt line there from Abdullah Mason. Those shots are good. The last words there for Abdullah.
So that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell Abdullah is like, hey man, use your jab, take your time. I know you want to break them down. You're getting anxious. You know, you're 19 years old. Take your time though.
You know what? Villarraga starts quick. The last couple of rounds, he's been able to land some good shots on Abdullah Mason, who's content to exchange and see if Villarraga can take his firepower. Abdullah.
Yeah, I mean, Villarraga is definitely taking some, but he's also dishing some. But I like this inside work, nice and tight, digging down to the body, getting around that guard right there. And then you see that right there. That right there is what I'm worried about moving forward.
Villarraga's an excellent counter puncher. Nice body work, straight left to the belt line.
But I could just tell you this: Abdullah doesn't feel threatened at all. I mean, if he felt threatened, he wouldn't be throwing shots and unleashing shots like that and allowing anything to get inside. So he's comfortable.
Abdullah just turned 19 recently. Nice left uppercut from Abdullah, straight left. You see the quickness in that left hand, and Villarraga answers with the overhand right.
Nice angle. Maybe we're gonna put him in with that.
Ooh, nice body work from Abdullah Mason. Sitting on his punches, taking right hand as these two exchange at the bell.
Doesn't feel the power coming back from Villarraga, so he's okay. He's like, that's nothing. That's nothing for me.
Yeah, half of.
And one of the things that what I learned from Manny Pacquiao was when I fought him the first time was, dude, he feinted the hell out of me. Oh my gosh, this dude throws so many feints. Foot feints, head feints, hand feints, you know, and he kept me busy.
Yeah.
He kept me burning. Bringing that to my game. Feints. I'm going to throw a ton of feints.
Mental pressure.
Oh my goodness, yes it is. Oh, nice uppercut. That time.
Instructions in the heat of Southern California. Then goes to the gym because he loves this. And so you got to break him down like Mason's trying to do there to the body. Out of the five Mason brothers are going to be fighting within the next month. And you see Villarraga taking those body shots from Mason, who has now...
That's about feints. You know, at the end of the last round, Mason, he did throw some feints. And it was almost like, Villarraga didn't bite because it was the wrong distance and he didn't believe it. You know, your feints when you...
Experience for Abdullah Mason, who came into this fight basically with a total of 23 rounds and 9 fights. He's going to leave here with 29 and 10 fights, but this was a tough.
I mean, when you get tested, I mean, it deepens your bag of experience, you know, and you find ways to have to overcome like he's doing right now.
There's that flurry from Abdullah Mason trying to break down Villarraga. That's a great left hand as Villarraga tries to answer.
César ciertamente fue más duro que cualquier oponente pasado de Mason, pero el joven aún respondió todas las preguntas enfáticamente a través de 6 rounds de boxeo limpio que mostró al mundo que tenía la habilidad, paciencia y IQ de ring para ganar no solo por poder, sino por dominio del arte en sí. José Cárdenas. En el otoño de 2023, Abdullah Mason entró al ring contra el prospecto de 7-1, José Cárdenas, un duro peso ligero de Texas con experiencia y un récord que prometía una prueba para el zurdo en ascenso. Este fue otro desafío complicado para Mason, y muchos se preguntaban si el prospecto invicto podía manejar la dureza y fisicalidad de Cárdenas. La respuesta, bueno, solo míralo por ti mismo.
Abdullah Mason against José Cárdenas out of Laredo, Texas. That stiff jab too.
Right now he's finding a mark down low. So I expect that left hand to come up top sooner or later. See Cárdenas, he's not playing. He's not here to play. He's here to get busy. Yeah, that's all mental right there. You got to be able to control yourself.
Nice left. Short 1-2 and down goes Cárdenas.
He never saw it.
Nope.
Never saw it coming. The upper head boot, that's my favorite angle right there, the dog. Boom, flick jab right there, boom. Oh, straight left hand, just a flick jab, just to put him in that position right there. Put him in that position, no man's land, here you go. He tried to jab, come back, put him right in that position right there, no man's land, and he came with the left hand.
And he held up on that left hook because he could have got him on the way down.
See, the flick jab came around with the right hook. He dropped right there to try to get away from the second hook.
Cardenas's Mason landed with that left.
Again, timing can beat speed. Has a way of beating speed, and you see Cardenas, that's what he's using to be able to land some shots occasionally.
Nice body work there from Abdullah Mason here to close out the first round of a scheduled 6.
He's been defensively sound afterwards. All right, there's the one right there. Beautiful jab right there.
And that's part of the learning process. He told us from his last fight, straight left, puts Cardenas on his back.
Speed.
It's over.
Power.
Referee Tony Weeks says it's not worth counting. The only thing you got to count is the 9th knockout in 11 victories for Abdullah Mason. This kid can fight.
That was nasty. Brilliant work right here. Oh my goodness. That was a throwaway right hook or lead left hook and a straight left hand right down the middle. Check this out. Real speed. Just listen to the sound, people. Got him looking at the jab. He got him looking at the jab first. That first jab right there. Got him looking at that. He expected a jab, but the hook came around. He moved him right into the left hand. Boom.
En solo 1 minuto y 55 segundos del round 2, Mason probó otra vez que su velocidad, precisión y poder no eran solo hype. Lentamente lo estaban convirtiendo en un niño prodigio como Mike Tyson alguna vez fue. Para ahora, ya era capaz de pelear por un cinturón, pero no estaba dispuesto a apresurarse. Sabía que lenta y constantemente iba a ganar la carrera. Benjamin Gurment. En febrero de 2024, Abdullah Mason regresó al ring contra Benjamin Gurment, un experimentado de 31 años de Fort Worth con un récord de 8, 1 y 3 y 5 knockouts en su carrera. Este fue otro paso real hacia arriba para el joven prospecto zurdo, ya que Gurment era experimentado, rudo y el tipo de oponente que podía hacer ver ordinaria a una estrella en ascenso si no estaban listos. Con Mason no había peros ni condiciones, sin embargo.
He might be past that. He might be a contender, you know. Sometimes you never know how this game is going to go. It all depends on your performances inside the ring against the competition that they provide for you inside the ring. However, tonight he's facing a southpaw. This is a closed stand battle right here.
I faced plenty of southpaws, not only in the amateurs, but also in the gym. You see the quick hands from Abdullah Mason here against the former U.S. Army veteran, Gurment.
Abdullah, sometimes he can rush things a little bit. He doesn't realize he has 8 rounds. It almost seems that way. He's used to fighting, 4 6-rounders and such, but you see him rushing every now and then.
Gurment, no stranger to punishment. He was down twice.
And now Mason coming back with his own offense. Didn't like the position he was in, and he changed the tide real quick.
And now he's got Gurment back against the ropes. He's only 19 years old, but he's holding his own against a 31-year-old. And you see the power of Abdullah Mason.
And you see the offensive prowess. You don't see a guy that's just looking to counterpunch. You see him on his front foot, cut with a little abrasion over the right eye of Gurment.
And you see underneath the right eye, the inflammation also on Gurment, an Army veteran who served in Djibouti as well as Kansas. And right now he's in a tough battle against Abdullah Mason. Back to his corner.
I like the offensive prowess. I love the energy that Mason brings into the ring.
Tim.
But that's exactly what Gurment needs to do, because he's not going to match him skill for skill. He just needs to take advantage of either the low points or sneak behind that offense, which he does on Mason, to get inside just to work some offense. And he's jabbing with him. So you get a good jabber, you jab with him. It'd be the battle of jabs.
But then you have power of Mason. You saw that double left hand, and you saw Gurment retreat towards the ropes. And Mason now looking to put an end to this fight. Those left hooks landing cleanly on the chin of Gurment, who finally clearly was going down and held onto the ropes, and it's a knockdown. The finish was brutal.
Again, the start right here. Initiating the offense, not afraid to step into the pocket. That's what you're seeing. Left hand after left hand. Knew he had his man hurt. Stepped in. You see Doc.
You're taking a lot of punishment.
Love that. Love that.
Excellent job from Harvey Doc from the state of New York.
Oh, what a finish from Abdullah Mason. He didn't need a short leash. All he needed was one shot to say good night.
Wow.
Here it is, timing. Got the high guard up. He waiting for the chance. Mid-range jab. Why you gonna do that, son? Some punches to the left. You shouldn't throw some punches, especially a jab at mid-range.
Wow. This is just ridiculous. Accuracy,
go ahead.
Power, and destruction.
Oh, throw the jab at mid-range. Go ahead. You're not supposed to do that.
Let's listen to how
I want to listen.
sounded.
I'm gonna just be quiet.
Check that man's knee out.
He put him in.
En menos de 2 rounds, Mason derribó a Gourmet no una sino 2 veces y silenció cualquier duda sobre si este joven de 19 años podía dominar profesionales experimentados. Ronald Ron. En abril de 2024, Abdullah Mason entró al ring contra Ronald Ron, un veterano venezolano de 14-5 con mucha experiencia y serio poder de nocaut en ambos puños. Ron tenía las habilidades y el historial para hacer las cosas interesantes, pero Mason ya estaba operando en un nivel completamente diferente, y esto iba a ser una exhibición aterradora de eso.
But Mason, 20 years old, phenomenal skills, speed, timing, punch placement, and variety.
Part of the Mason 5, and there's that lightning quick left hook, and Ron's legs go out under him.
Check out the straight left hand right down the middle. You see Ron right here getting in position. He's leading with the left hook. A lot of guys, I see a lot of men in this ring leading with left hooks. You see his head directly on that line, but then you see Abdullah Mason recognizing that, seeing that coming, and he throws a straight left hand right down the middle.
Great vision defensively, and look at the look, Tim.
That's called ring IQ. That's extremely important, and right now, Ron is starting to gain a little bit of confidence, right? The fact that he's still here.
Yeah, still here to take those shots.
Good speed in the inside. Not a whole lot of pop on those shots.
Defense turns to offense for Mason instantaneously.
I like that. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Ooh, like that. What a nice left uppercut counter. Well, sometimes you're cold too, Tim. It could have been part of it, but it was just a perfect straight shot. Now double left uppercut from Abdullah Mason.
Nice little step back right here, uppercut. Let's see what he does. Nope, that was just a drop. Boom, right up the middle. Just read him, knew he was coming in. He was coming in low from a low point right there. You see him leaning over that front knee. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and set you up with that. Good jab.
Nice defensive responsibility with that left, keeping it right where it needs to be, Tim.
In his mind, I didn't think he probably didn't expect to still be here, standing.
Nice right there
but now he's coming back with his own offense.
Here you see another right hand from Ron. Has to take 2 left hooks, but it's turning into an exciting fight for the fans.
Just picking and poking his way, picking and poking his way. Trying to find a sweet spot.
That combination punching, nice left uppercut from Abdullah Mason.
Good defense.
Forcing Ron to keep his hands
in his pocket.
In a defensive position.
Yep.
Now down to the body from Ron with a straight right. Mason stepping in, and the body shot.
Right here, Mason. Right there.
Sends down Ron, and then a straight shot to the head. Look at how this knockdown happened, Tim. I thought I saw a body shot.
Waiting.
There it is.
Steps in behind the jab. Nice little short left hand.
There it is. That's
right
the
in the
one
solar
that hurt
plex.
him.
That's the one that hurt him. Yep. Right to the solar plex right there. The beautiful shot. Stepping in that behind his jab. You see his foot placement right there. He corrected it, getting it on the outside.
The speed is killing this kid. So Mason needs to continue to not throw fast, but throw hard and continue to let those hands go and punish Ron at the center of the ring. It's lefts and rights, and Abdullah Mason showing that mean streak, gets caught with the right hand, and will he respond in kind here against Ron, who continues to get pummeled? Worked back towards the corner, and the punishment continues until Lawrence Cole says this is enough. Abdullah Mason, 11 knockouts in 13 professional wins.
But here's the finish right here. He just stepped on the gas. That was it. He knew he had his man hurt from the previous round, down to the body. He knew that was the weakness. Once he found the key to finish this fight, he just went right to it. He said, you know what, I've had enough. I'm tired of going patty cake with you. I'm stepping to you. I'm gonna take you out, and I'm gonna destroy you just like that. I'm gonna make the referee come in and stop this action. But man, but still, look at the control that he has. He's not being reckless with it. He's placing his shots like a real pro, a real seasoned pro. That's how he's doing it. Not just throwing punches. He's setting these shots up. Look at that. Boom. One at a time. Boom. 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 Just beautiful work right there by the young phenom.
Downstairs, upstairs.
Mason se tomó su tiempo en esta pelea, antes de finalmente terminar la miseria de su oponente en el cuarto round, mejorando a 3-3-6-0 como profesional y estableciéndose como el mejor joven peleador del planeta. Cualquiera que pensara lo contrario estaba a punto de llevarse una dura sorpresa, como el siguiente oponente de Mason, Luis Lebrón. En el verano de 2024, Abdullah Mason dio otro gran paso en su ascenso cuando enfrentó a Luis Lebrón, un muy capaz veterano puertorriqueño con un récord de 25 y 13 knockouts en su carrera. Esta fue una verdadera prueba de fuego para Mason porque Lebrón era un profesional experimentado que nunca había sido detenido. Mason lo tomó como un desafío.
Yeah, I doubt that. You know, when you're in there with a superior counterpuncher with speed, reflexes, as well as a Mason, you're going to take your time. You know, I think that LeBron's going to try to take this fight deep. And the reason for that is because Abdullah's never been past 6 rounds.
Is scheduled for 8. Ring walk came down to Purple Rain, and he's got the purple trunks, the full purple kit with the bedazzled. Look at these kicks.
It's going to be a really good test. And things will heat up midway. If LeBron feels that he can deal with the punching power and the accuracy of the young fella, he's going to turn it up. He's going to find a way to test that chin. Again, you don't know how good a fighter is until he gets hit.
There are all those unique rungs on the ladder of being a prized prospect. When you're somebody like Abdullah Mason, as you see the pressure from LeBron as he had him pinned against the ropes for a second, turns back to the center of the ring and applies that southpaw jab. But just getting back to that conversation, Timmy, obviously matchmaking is critical when you have such a prized blue chip guy like Abdullah Mason in against. And those stages of development, as you go from 4-rounders to 6-rounders to 8-rounders, the opponents serve a purpose.
Yes.
And having an opponent who can pressure you, who can hit you.
LeBron just slowly, methodically just coming forward.
Left uppercut and then backs it up with the right hand.
He's just defense right now.
Oh, look at that. He's able to slip and go to the body with the left hand was Mason.
Yeah, LeBron knows that he's outgunned. He knows that the speed differential. So he's going to have to depend on timing. There's no Tiger that same stripes. They don't have the same stripes. This young man right here, he knows what he's doing.
Round number
that
2
ring.
for Mason against LeBron. You saw,
there it is.
You may have heard, and there's the combination. There's the hand speed as well. You heard from his father, Valiant. His 52-year-old father is his trainer. He said, take your time and keep it simple. That was the message to Abdullah Mason. I want to ask you about the relationship with Valiant Mason, his father, who trained in martial arts and raises his boys and his sons. They grew up taking part in training in all various forms of martial arts as well as boxing. It's a well-traveled family as well. They're originally born and raised in Bedford, Ohio, but they spent time overseas in Yemen for a year. They moved to Egypt for a year. They are very religious family, very observant religious family, but that is a cohesive unit that leads to success.
respect. Father's a teacher.
Uppercut
Discipline test. Self-belief. All the things that the father has instilled in this young man, and the skills. The skills as you see him working those combinations. And,
oh, good body shot, Timmy. There was an uppercut about 20 seconds ago, and after that, you saw blood immediately come from the nose of LeBron.
Look how calm he is.
I was just about to say, did you just see how comfortable he was on the inside?
Cool. Now he has LeBron now dripping. Look at the noise dripping, the blood dripping down his nose right now.
This is LeBron's 27th pro fight. This is a veteran guy who's been in against good competition.
He's not coming forward anymore, LeBron.
Right.
He's stepping back. He's respecting the young man. He's putting combinations together. He hurt him with that shot. It's over.
Badly. Round number 2, and the young sensation Abdullah Mason has LeBron in trouble. Look at that face.
Getting in the range, nice short uppercut right there, but then comes around that guard. You understand that? When you have the high guard, there's space around that guard. He hit him right on the earlobe.
Let's watch if this young man, this #1 prospect in the world, can close the show. Mason puts him down again. Right hooks did it this time. Just an onslaught of offense. LeBron's face a bloody mess. He's been down 2 times. Here's the second knockdown. Here's the second knockdown.
Second knockdown. Oh. Same spot.
Yep.
Over and over and over again. You can see LeBron right there. Doesn't like that heat at all.
Final seconds of round 2. Abdullah patiently just waiting on him. And LeBron's gonna get some more pain in round 3. You just know it. Right hook to the temple. Rear left hook, power hand. Let's see here, round number 3.
Look at the speed, the accuracy, the quickness.
His father told him to be patient and have some fun. Boy, oh boy, is it fun to be Abdullah Mason.
Yeah, but he's patient.
To be this good, this young.
Yeah, but he's patient, but he's assertive.
Yes.
That's the difference. He doesn't mind going to the action. He doesn't mind being close tests. He doesn't mind taking risks. That's what makes him so fun to
Combination
watch.
again. Left uppercut it started with. Stab jab from that southpaw position. Blood continues to stream from the nose. Body attack from Abdullah. Oh, what a shot! Then it goes to the body. The hand speed, the total package. Upstairs, downstairs, LeBron's hurt again, backing up into that corner. They're going to throw in the towel. His corner has seen enough, and we want to see more of Abdullah Mason.
Right here, those combinations. I haven't seen fast, accurate combinations like that since Roy Jones Jr. Understanding that he had his man hurt.
En solo 3 rounds, el jab zurdo preciso de Mason y combinaciones brutales abrumaron a LeBron y lo detuvieron por primera vez en su carrera. Mason ahora era innegable, pero aún tenía que quitar del camino a unos cuantos peleadores para conseguir su oportunidad por el título. Mike Owen Jr. En agosto de 2024, Abdullah Mason chocaría con Mike Batman Owen Jr., un profesional de 19-2 cuyo poder hacía de esto una prueba significativa para el valor en ascenso de Mason. Pero Mason estaba más que listo para ello.
He was better known as Marvin Hagler's main sparring partner.
Wow.
Imagine what that must have been like.
Hell.
Exactly.
Coming from Mason on Ohan, getting him in trouble. Oh, that body shot right there. Oh, right in the solar plexus.
And that's one of the things that Mason does so well. He finds the opening and he takes advantage of it. A nice counter there from Ohan, but good defense.
And what I like from Ohan right now is he's getting low. He's level changing right now, keeping his lower center of gravity. And that right hook came, but he missed because Ohan got underneath that shot.
Nice uppercut there from Abdullah Mason, and Ohan was trying to land the right.
And again, that's the IQ of Mason, understanding and seeing.
Watch your head.
what Ohan is doing, seeing that he's getting low.
Landing that right hook that sets up the left.
Extremely hard, sitting down on those shots. Those are not peppering type of punches.
Ooh, like that one, that uppercut that puts Ohan on the seat of his pants.
Never saw it coming.
He's so effective with this uppercut.
Because he knew it was going to be there. Because guess what? He does the best thing. You study film. If you watch film, you see tendencies. That's what you see. Beautiful shot right there. Nice block. Taking contact and coming right underneath with that uppercut. He says, you want to duck low? Okay, I got something for you. I'll hit you up with the uppercut. You want to get low? Well, guess what? I'm going to lift you up.
Like that. Good uppercut again from Abdullah Mason, who gets the knockdown in the opening round.
Right?
This kid is so much fun to watch.
Yes,
20 years old. The eyes, Tim.
Tells it all. The eyes tell it all. Laser focused, concentrated all the way through. That's important. You know, this is what I was talking about. What
There's
a straight
flurry,
left hand.
and that one puts Ohan down again, and he's got to think about what's next. And the corner is on there, and now we see that the fight has been called by Mark DeLuca in the blue corner. He had seen enough.
Hey.
What a blistering finish from this young man, Abdullah Mason. Praise for this young man who ended it in this fashion. Mark Kriegel will speak with Abdullah Mason after this short break.
En poco más de 2 rounds, Mason forzó una brutal detención en la esquina y silenció cualquier voz que dudara de él. Solo 5 peleas después, Mason capturó el título ligero de la WBO al derrotar a Sam Knox, convirtiéndose en campeón con solo 21 años. Con tanto éxito tan temprano en su carrera, Abdullah Mason claramente apunta más alto que sus predecesores. Está persiguiendo múltiples cinturones, títulos en diferentes divisiones, estatus indiscutido y la gloria máxima. El reloj está de su lado, pero ¿realmente puede lograrlo todo? Déjame saber en los comentarios si crees que Mason puede estar a la altura de todo lo que promete. Gracias por ver y mantente al tanto para más knockouts, highlights y drama de boxeo, porque cada día en este canal hay algo explosivo pasando en el ring.